and it was still muted. I don't understand that. That's weird. Hmm. So I'm gonna go ahead and speak this. Let me what's up, y'all? Solo 69 back. I'm recapping those messages because, and it just tried to do it again because I just looked over and it was muted. I have not touched it. I have absolutely no idea why it's muting itself. But when I apparently when I went live, it muted itself. And at least on this phone, it's undoing it, but on my other phone, it's not doing it. So I'm not sure what's going on, but with that anyway. But I do want to go ahead and give y'all a recap on those messages because to me, I feel like they are kind of important and somebody do need them. Now, at the end of that, I'm still I'm gonna give you the fifth one as well, even though I believe I unmuted it at the end. But just because I unmuted it, I don't think it still showed up. So I'm not really sure how that's working anyway. So I'm gonna get into these real quick because I have to kind of go ahead and get into my other stuff. So let me go ahead with the first layout real quick. Okay. So what we had here on the first layout, let me start with the signs. Capricorn, Sagittarius was real strong, and Virgo was here as well as Cancer. Okay. Now this first layout, somebody needed to know that they were that with something that you have been working really hard on, something that you've really been doing is paying off for you. You need to definitely keep your eyes open for something bigger because it's giving me like an abundance is coming in for you. You do have a snake in the grass that is trying to um, stop you, slow you down. It's almost like they want to consume you and what you're doing. This is somebody that wants your gifts. This is somebody that's fake showing up with that energy as well. Now, I feel like that was really the only problem in that scenario because it really did look like you were stable, very stable, and what you have coming in has already been planted and is growing and showing up. Okay, so that's important energy here for the first one, and I'm gonna try to make these quick because I do have other things I gotta do, and this is just kind of setting me back a little bit. So yeah, that was the first one. Now the second one here, it was time for you to let go of something that was negative here in your life that no longer served you. Um, this was a situation that, like, of realizing that somebody was trying to pull on another person's heartstrings and using their emotion to try to set them back because they really didn't want them to move forward somewhere else. Now, this person was blind, but they finally see something, and once they saw it, justice was doubled on this situation here, and that that somebody was just trying to use emotions to hold on to somebody, but this person sees this stuff clearly. They're strong enough to move forward, and that's what it's showing me that they was going to do. That's the second story. The third story, somebody's commitment was in the middle of being tested because they wanted to see if they were ready for the next level. All right, somebody who has been through the sadness, has been through the meditation, has been holding on to things and finally let go. They rebuild patterns that wasn't any good for them, and they were releasing these patterns at this time. This person has a lot of abundance coming in towards them very quick, very quick, and they're putting an ending to the situation here with whoever this was that was pulling on their heartstrings. This person is looking for abundance, and it also has a flame of something here. It's something like I don't know. It's like in motion. A lot of optimistic energy was coming out with this energy. Like somebody was like ready to move forward. They were ready for um what was to come, even if they wasn't sure about what was coming their way. They were just excited about it. But this is like I say, putting the ending to finally realizing, okay, this person is just with me, trying to keep me around. So they really don't care for me. But when they feel me leaving, they try to pull on my heartstrings or make me feel like I need to hold on to them. When it's a circle, it's a pattern that somebody was trying to keep another person in. And this person actually, it's kind of like somebody was expecting to knock you down, knock you out, KO you in this circumstance. But the advice was you were not being knocked out. You're not being KO'd. You're actually up and moving, and that's could be fearing on someone else. Okay, somebody could be fearing that because you're moving away from them. Now that's that one. Let's get to the fourth story. Once again, I do apologize about this, y'all, but I'm gonna go ahead and get them out real quick. The fourth story. Now, there's a lot of envy here in this story. There's a real hater here in this story that knows for a fact that they're hating. They know for a fact that they've been keeping somebody trapped and stuck for a very long time. Okay, so now in this case right here, you're dealing with somebody who's been trying to hold on to you by spiritual cords. Okay, so somebody is confident, able to move forward. They're not falling off. If they did fall, they're getting right back up. They dust that shit off and they keep going until they got it. This is somebody that plants, and they starting to see the growth of things coming out of what they've been planting. Okay, now this is somebody hasn't given up no matter how much has been coming up against them. And whoever you are in this energy right here, there's a lot of luxury that's coming in for you. Meanwhile, now I was talking, this is also a water sign that I was talking to, but I'm going to call these signs out. I'm seeing Leo, Virgo. This could be a Leo, Virgo, cusp, Cancer, Pisces. Scorpio energy is here as well. Aquarius is here. Libra is here. Virgo is here. Okay. So in this energy right here, there was somebody here that was already trying to hold you back. And it's like, the fact that they could not hold you back, and it's like you showed up with something tangible showing this person that I haven't been held back. Somebody may have been treating you like you wasn't doing anything, you didn't have anything, you couldn't show up and show out on anything. I don't know, Zeke, it ain't this though. So it's kind of like whoever that was, it's kind of like you have disappeared for a moment in silence. You may have been moving in silence, and somebody seen you with a comeback that was a little harder than what they may have expected. And it's not only that, but you showed up, like I say, with something tangible. And what you doing that, you have somebody here that was willing to go through the works of magic. This person was throwing up every magic book that they could think of, coming out with raps. This person was probably drawing sigils and shit, doing the most. I'm talking about when I say they was spewing black magic at you because of you showing up with something tangible. This is real. All right. Now, what the thing is that whoever this person is like they've been pulling on they've been ciphering energy from you, and they've been ciphering energy for a long time. This is somebody who has maybe left you in limbo when it comes down to when it comes down to closure on things. This is how they're being able to keep the spiritual cord attached to you. But even if you thought that maybe you detached, this is not somebody that you have to talk to. This could be somebody that you blocked, discommunicated yourself with. You don't deal with them. You may not even live nowhere close to this person. They still have a spiritual cord attachment to you because it's some type of closure here that you have not received, that only they feel like they can give you. And so, and even if you've let something go, like I didn't get the closure that I needed, but I went on with my life. This person is still using that fact that that unclosed energy, the fact as a way, even if it's a small attachment, that's all they need. This person is ciphering. I looked at this reading and I was like, this motherfucker is like, they need you as gas. This is like they're the vehicle, you are the gas. If the gas run out, then the vehicle stops. So this is somebody who needs you. They need to they need your energy. They've been ciphering and huffing and puffing on your shit. You know what I'm saying? And for some of you, this could have been happening. This person could have been doing this literally since you were a child. So for some of you, this may actually be parents, family members, somebody that's close to you, even friends, best friends, they can do that shit too. Just calling it what it is. Not trying to be funny or disrespectful or tell you to look at your friend another way. But I'm just saying, like, this is somebody that's been connected with you for a while. You know what I'm saying? A long time. So this could be somebody that you grew up with, somebody that raised you, somebody that you was in the house with. And if it's not your parent, low key for some of you, it could be actually your grandparent. If they, the fact that they may be disconnected from your parent and they're connecting to you. So just be watchful on that energy, because you got somebody here that's serious about putting you down, making you stuck. At one point, they was just concerned about making sure that you stayed slow to movement. They really wasn't trying to fully stop you, but they were trying to make sure that you did not get certain things or succeed in certain things so you could move forward. This was an energy of somebody probably trying to make you feel ill confident or feel like you needed to give up on something. As long as they could keep sabotaging or stopping the situation or slowing you down, they would actually cipher off of that energy. That energy was potent for them. But the fact that if they, the fact that you showed up with something tangible out of what you had been growing, out of what you had been doing here, the fact that you did that, it put them in a state of mind like, hold on, this motherfucker gonna they finna get out of Dodge, and I ain't gonna even have this attached to them. So they had, now it's coming that back to like, now I just need to put them at a complete halt. I need to make them stuck. I need to make them where they can't. This person needs you where you are. They need it doesn't matter if you're far away or near them. They need you to be in a certain placement with yourself so they can siphon off of you. In this case, it ain't now. It's like that you done scared them. You done scared them. You done scared them to the point to where they can't. It ain't about slowing you down. It's about putting you down or stopping you completely. But they need you. I don't feel like this person wants you DEAD. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they want you gone off the planet. I think that they need you to stay. It's giving me one of them. It's giving me, I ain't gonna say MK Ultra, but it's definitely giving me a energy of like keeping you lingering around, caged up. Meanwhile, every time they need a fix, they come and get it off of you. So that's the energy that is coming out now too. And now you need to know that karma has your address, not theirs. And when I say that, I'm talking about good karma in this way. Something is good that's coming, and you're gonna see why all of this is happening. Everything happens for a reason. You're gonna be able to understand something in the end of this all. Okay. Now that was the fourth message. The last message that I had said right here. Okay. I think that I may have spoke this out, and it was heard, but I'm honestly not sure if it was heard. So I'm gonna go ahead and re-say it. So we got somebody here that was in the way when God told them to move out the way. Somebody had to, was given plenty of signs, plenty of warnings to go, choose a direction on what you're about to do, because the universe is about to take action and you need to be out the way. And this person was like, I ain't getting out the way. And I spoke about Hurricane Katrina on this part, because I spoke about energies of like some people that was in those houses that was that was their life. That was their life savings. That was their life. They wasn't finna leave. And when God tell you to get out the way, I'm finna cause a storm, and you say, nah, God, I'm not leaving this. I earned this. I built this. I worked hard all my life for this. Then okay, God is not gonna tell you, but wants to get the fuck out the way. And you don't move out the way and take heed to what's going down. The universe is not gonna stop moving on your behalf because you decided to stand there. So somebody got knocked the fuck in. Okay, and whoever this person is that got knocked in, it's like they honestly don't even realize that this is God's doing. You know, so to them, they looking at it almost like they need revenge, or they want to, go and do something vindictive to somebody or fucked up. And at the end of the day, this is just going to collapse and make more karma come on you, because it's not nobody's fault. This was God's move that was made, and somebody, you was told to leave, get out the way, and you didn't. And so this person is being called to surrender to the divine at this point, because this is why, like, you can't blame this person, you can't blame this person. If you want to blame somebody, blame the divine to this situation, because this is who said, move out the way, we coming through. And you said, I ain't going nowhere, I shall not move. Okay, well, bitch, you finna get knocked over or ran over, and that's just what it is. And somebody was like mad because they got ran over. You know what I'm saying? Like, baby, get up, shake that shit off, and go on your way, because you was told to move out the way. If you would have listened, you wouldn't have got ran over. And that's what somebody need to understand. There's a lot of happiness here that's coming into somebody's life, and you're going to realize why something actually did happen like it did. But see, you could have prevented the way. This is only if you don't get in that vindictive, that way of trying to retaliate and stuff like that. Because somebody got to understand that this was God's doing. This was not man-made happening. Even if men were putting away, even if somebody was being blocked, even if somebody was being distorted, even if somebody acted out of the ass and you don't understand why, you know what I'm saying? Let them be what they own, because at the end of the day, cry 2 tears in a bucket, baby. Fuck it. Somebody went numb, and somebody went into a position of, like, revenge. Like, fuck it, to the point to where, if I don't want nobody to, I don't want, I'm just gonna hurt people, I'm just gonna treat people a certain way. I forgot about that part. Yeah, this person was on that type of time. Like, it's almost like whoever hurt you, God told you, just move out the way. You got warned, and you sit there and allow that pain to hit a certain way, and now you want to take that out on other people that don't deserve that, when really God was trying to tell you to move out the way. Just that simple. So whoever needs this message right here, to be honest with you, now that God has moved this situation out the way, there's going to be a major transformation and manifestations that's going to come in a beautiful way. This is good, but somebody got to get out their feelings, because, like I say, it's not nobody's fault but yours that you decided to stand there when God said the time was up. Okay, so with that being said, I've gotten all these messages out. I just had to do it in a quick whip of a blast, which took me 18 minutes. Sorry about that. I apologize. I actually have no clue why the hell when I go live, my shit automatically is muting. So maybe this is some type of glitch with YouTube or something, but yes. So with that being said, y'all, please like, subscribe, and share. And I'll be back in a few for movie night. All right? Deuces.